Hey guys, what's good? I'm Andre and today I want to talk to you guys about NatGas, see where this is heading, and maybe we are gonna cover Nasdaq as well for a second here. But guys, before we jump in, thank you so much for all of your likes throughout the last few videos. It's really been helping my channel a lot. We're still a small channel, so every single like of your guys' helps me a ton, helps the algorithm just understand who I am and what I do. Now guys, looking at NatGas here, first off, I hope that you're following our work on Patreon because we've been taking a lot of profits lately. I've been signaling out a couple of forex plays. We are bullish gold, and gold is hanging on really beautifully throughout the last few days here. But on NatGas specifically, I keep getting hated upon on Twitter because I say that we might go through a short term, again, key phrase, short term correction on NatGas and potentially heading back down to 2.5. Now let me show you on the 4-hour chart here. We actually were trading in a symmetrical channel that symmetrical triangle, sorry, that I've highlighted a bit earlier today. Now somebody had asked me whether or not a symmetrical triangle should be resolving itself towards the prevailing trend. So that basically in layman terms means if we were bullish here, we're gonna trade in a triangle and this is gonna be a continuation pattern. Well, triangles are or can be a continuation as well as a reversal pattern, guys. It's not implied that it's going to be a continuation pattern. Now we might also be able to discover what the different direction is going to be here based on the type of triangle. So if we have an ascending triangle, it's more likely to resolve to the upside. Now for a symmetrical, the odds are pretty much even. You're not supposed to trade it until it breaks either to the above or to the below. Now the way that we actually measure this guy out would be to take this measurement from here and measure it downwards, since we have now effectively broken to the downside, and we are going to potentially hit 2.5 given the measurement that we're seeing here. Now measurements aside, guys, what I wanted to highlight here was something that I told a Twitter account the other week as well. They were asking me whether or not I'm bullish on NatGas. They were showing me a 1-hour chart, and all I could say is that I was seeing lower highs and lower lows in the short term. So as long as we continue seeing lower highs, especially, but even more so if we're seeing lower lows, which we kind of are already. So if we are to, for instance, take a line here and just draw a horizontal line against the last couple of lows here, we've made a lower low, but not on a closing basis. If this one turns into a lower low on a closing basis, then I think that we truly have a short-term downtrend in play, and we will probably head down towards the 2.5 level. I'm going to buy this if it reaches the 2.35 or 2.3 level, but I think that the 2.5 level is buyable as well in a smaller capacity. I still am bullish on NatGas for the medium term, but for the very short term, meaning couple of hours to few days to maybe a week, we are potentially going to see some mean reversion. It doesn't mean that we are going to revert trends. And guys, something that you need to understand, let me take the auto feature off here. Something that you guys need to understand is that the market is composed of 3 different dimensions. We have the major trend, we have the medium term trend, which can be considered these kind of small steps back, and then we have a micro trend, which can basically be considered everything that we see on a smaller scale. For instance, a 4-hour or a 1-hour chart, all of these minor retractions within the major or medium term trend. Now guys, I hope this is helpful for you and your strategies. TLDR, I am eyeing the 2.5 level here for a potential buy, maybe 2.47-ish. Let's see if we break that. If we do break that, I think nothing's gonna hold us up until either this demand zone over here between 2.322 and 2.248 and or this ascending trend line, which, I mean, nobody quite knows where this is gonna be by the time price meets up with it. Maybe price does something along the lines of this, and the 2.5 level over here that's composed of this previous low is also gonna kind of meet up with the trend line, and we have the two different indicators showing us the same thing. Now lastly, I can see that the MACD is struggling on the daily. It's about to cross over, the MACD is about to cross over the signal line. So let's see how that goes. Let's see if that's a bearish sentiment or that's an added bearish sentiment for the short term here. What I can see from a MACD point would be for it to do one of these movements where it manages to hold the zero line and cross above the signal line once more, while price just does a mean reversion like this. That's all for today, guys. I've doodled the chart for plenty. Check us out on Patreon. We post a lot of really quality content. For just 15 bucks a month, you get access to some trades. For 50 bucks a month, you get access to most of our trades, and we've been insanely profitable. You can cancel anytime. There are no refunds though, because once you're in, you get access to a ton of valuable content. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna catch you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care.